I think she hates him.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, so we can all
That's a
agree on
given.
that. That's a given. I also think that she wants to take him out. She does not want to be the first lady anymore.
They agree with you.
She doesn't want to be the first lady. She destroyed the Rose Garden. Who hates Christmas? Melania Trump hates Christmas. She doesn't want to decorate for Christmas. She doesn't want anything to do with him. She doesn't want to sleep in the same room with him. She can't tolerate him.
Allegedly.
And she does.
Yeah, how do you know all this?
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know all this.
Allegedly, that's why.
Onto your seats, folks, because we've got an explosive story on our hands. One that's bound to make waves across the world of entertainment and beyond. Trust me, you're going to want to stick around for this one. Melania Trump, the former First Lady of the United States, is taking on the hosts of The View in a legal battle that's nothing short of jaw-dropping. Yes, you heard that right, a $100 million lawsuit. This lawsuit is already turning heads and sending shockwaves through both the media and public opinion, and it's raising the big question. What exactly led to this fierce confrontation? Let's break it all down for you. Melania Trump has filed this lawsuit after a series of inflammatory and controversial remarks were made about her on a live episode of The View. As tensions rise, this legal conflict is quickly escalating, much like a pressure cooker set to explode, and Melania is not backing down. So, what exactly was said that has ignited this firestorm? During the broadcast in question, the hosts of The View were engaging in a rather heated discussion about Melania's time in the White House. And let's just say, their comments were far from complimentary. In fact, they were downright harsh and controversial. One of the hosts even went so far as to suggest that Melania's time in the White House wasn't something she particularly enjoyed, implying that she didn't have much affection for her role as First Lady. Additionally, there were claims made suggesting that Melania's marriage to Donald Trump wasn't exactly a match made in heaven, with some hosts even implying that she wasn't thrilled to be married to him in the first place. These comments, among others, have sparked outrage from Melania Trump and set the stage for what is shaping up to be a high-profile and fiercely contested legal battle, with the $100 million figure adding a dramatic layer to the unfolding saga.
Critics are going hard after a liberal media member for vile comments about Melania Trump. The former First Lady appears to signal her support for reproductive rights in a video out yesterday.
Individual freedom is a fundamental principle that I safeguard. Without a doubt, there is no room for compromise when it comes to this essential right that all women possess from birth. Individual freedom. What does my body, my choice really mean?
And this take is pretty shocking.
I think she hates him.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, so we can all
That's a
agree on
given.
that. That's a given. I also think that she wants to take him out.
Wow. I mean, that is violent. They've got to stop talking like that about a former president who's had 2 assassination attempts. I mean, that's just it.
The hosts didn't hold back, tossing around a barrage of assumptions and insinuations about Melania Trump's personal life and her marriage to Donald Trump. They went so far as to suggest that she might not even have genuine affection for the man she married. But that wasn't all. The conversation veered even further into deeply personal territory, with the hosts criticizing her every move and decision. They took aim at her choices as First Lady, including her redecorating of the White House and her approach to Christmas traditions, which they seem to paint as misguided or disconnected from the public's expectations. Throughout the discussion, the host portrayed Melania as someone who was seemingly dissatisfied with her position in life, as though she were overwhelmed by the demands and expectations placed on her in her role. Rather than presenting a nuanced or sympathetic view, the conversation gave the impression that she was disgruntled, disenchanted, and perhaps struggling with the weight of it all. It was a barrage of commentary that painted a picture of someone who was, in their eyes, unhappy and unwilling to embrace the responsibilities that came with being First Lady. Suffice to say, it was a lot to digest, and Melania clearly had enough.
I do want to get back to this point with the left and Melania Trump. Why can't she just be her own woman and have separate?
And she can.
And so why all that criticism? I mean, that was gross from The View.
And I
look,
agree.
The View is not the litmus test of America. We don't think that.
They were afraid of that remark. That was their problem.
So why did they handle it?
To say, Melania Trump was not pleased with the disparaging remarks made about her. And now she's making a bold move, big time. She has filed a defamation lawsuit accusing the hosts of The View of spreading false statements that have not only tarnished her reputation, but have caused significant damage to her public image. This lawsuit goes beyond just hurt feelings. It's about defending her honor, setting the record straight, and protecting herself from what she believes are unfounded and harmful attacks. But why does this even matter on a larger scale? Well, beyond the drama of the situation itself, this case raises critical questions about the boundaries of speech when it comes to public figures. This legal battle could have far-reaching consequences that go well beyond Melania Trump's personal grievances. If she wins, it could set a landmark precedent in how the media treats public personalities, especially in terms of making sweeping or harmful statements about their personal lives. A win for Melania could send shockwaves through the media landscape, signaling a shift in how the press, shows like The View, and other platforms address the private lives of celebrities, politicians, and other high-profile individuals. It could reshape media law, offering more protection to those in the public eye and changing the rules about what can be said without legal repercussions. Imagine the ripple effect this could have on how hosts, reporters, and public figures handle sensitive topics moving forward. The outcome of this lawsuit could define a new era of media standards and ethics.
Such vile comments, but they are exactly what The View's audience loves. It is targeted perfectly at a radically feminist, liberal audience that loves hate. Another now. This is loving and tolerant rhetoric the left uses, which they accuse the opposing side of using. And this one, those women are a danger to America. They do more than anyone else to stoke political and social tensions. The former president says he thinks his wife should be allowed to think.
First time, The View has found itself in the midst of controversy, but let's be real. This one is on an entirely different level. We're talking about the former First Lady of the United States, Melania Trump, suing one of the most watched talk shows in the country. This is next-level drama, folks. Now, let's talk timing for a second. Just as Melania files her legal challenge, Donald Trump is also making headlines for a number of reasons. Is this all just a coincidence? Or could there be some strategic move at play here? Some people are already speculating that this lawsuit might be a calculated move to bring the media spotlight back onto Melania, especially with all the political chatter surrounding the Trump family. Whether this is a calculated strategy or a reaction to pure frustration, one thing is abundantly clear. This is a story that's unfolding with so many layers, and we're only just beginning to peel them back. But let's get back to those comments that sparked it all. During the show, one host went as far as to claim that Melania hates her husband and doesn't even want to live in the same house anymore. Seriously, can you believe that? That moment was so jaw-dropping it left many people listening in complete disbelief. Did they really just say that? It's one of those rare instances that almost forces you to rewind just to make sure you heard it correctly. What's especially surprising in all of this is how quickly Melania has acted. Typically, high-profile figures let these things slide, or at most, they issue a carefully crafted statement through their PR team. But Melania, she's going all in. She's not just fighting to clear her name. She's taking a firm stand for accountability by bringing this case to court. This isn't about a quick fix or a PR stunt. It's about setting boundaries and defending her personal and public reputation for the long haul. With a $100 million lawsuit on the table, it's crystal clear that she means business. This isn't just about a simple disagreement or a minor hurt. It's about the profound damage done to her personal image and how the public perceives her, both as a person and as a public figure. So what does all of this mean for the rest of us? It raises some pretty important questions. Do public figures like Melania have the right to full privacy, or must they accept a certain level of scrutiny due to their public status? And where exactly do we draw the line between free speech and defamation? This case could very well become a landmark moment in media law. Experts are already predicting that it could have far-reaching consequences that ripple through the entire entertainment and news industry. If Melania wins, it could set a new standard for how the media handles personal matters involving public figures, whether they're celebrities, politicians, or even their family members. But of course, not everyone is on board with her decision to sue. Some critics argue that Melania is simply exploiting the situation for publicity, while others believe she's genuinely trying to protect her reputation and show that there's a limit to how far the media can go. The truth is probably somewhere in the middle. But at the end of the day, this lawsuit is about the intersection of fame, personal privacy, and media responsibility. It's a reminder that even public figures deserve protection against false and damaging statements. As this case unfolds, all eyes will be on Melania and The View to see how the courts respond to her claims. This isn't just about the money, it's about setting a new standard for how the media discusses public figures. If Melania's lawsuit succeeds, it could usher in a shift in how entertainment shows handle sensitive, controversial topics. This story is just getting started, and you can bet we'll be following every twist and turn along the way. So what do you think? Does Melania have the right to sue, or could this set a tricky precedent for free speech in the media? Drop your thoughts below. We'd love to hear what you think. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all the latest developments. This is one of those stories that everyone will be talking about, and we'll be right here, keeping you informed every step of the way. Thanks for watching, and take care, everyone.